2 decades ago, Dr. Martin Luther King said, "I have a dream," and added, "Now is the time to make real the promises of democracy." But Lem Tucker's reports the past 2 nights are reminders that social and economic problems still impede progress for Black Americans. In his concluding report, correspondent Tucker looks at the effort of the Black community itself to demonstrate that Dr. King's vision was not an impossible dream.
In this large, extended family, Aaron Thompson is a success story. Because back in 1963, he became one of the Deep South's first Black policemen. Family members were still talking about that last month when they got together for a reunion in Meridian, Mississippi. Role models and heroes to help keep this family together helped it prosper. But today, many Black families are being torn apart, not just by hard economic times, but by a high divorce rate and a huge number of teenage pregnancies. Those disturbing facts are causing alarm among people like the former head of the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission.
If something isn't done about the family structure as such, I'm not sure I see much of a future for Black people.
It is concern about the future that has more and more Blacks stepping in and doing things for the family and the community, things which used to be done almost exclusively by the family unit. Myra King gave up a job in a Virginia suburb to run a rehabilitation program for street kids.
I believe I'm my brother's keeper. I believe those of us who have made it need to look back and help our young people up.
Barry Francis believes that too. He grew up in a New York slum, says he avoided prison and drug addiction, unlike many of his friends, because he found someone Black he could look up to and admire. Now, he's trying to play that same role for kids who face similar dangers.
If you do not, somewhere along in your life, make a decision that you are ultimately responsible for you, okay, then your life will never be your own, and it'll never work for you.
But no matter how hard Barry and others try, if youngsters don't get help early, it may be too late. These New Orleans parents realize that, so they organize their own school. And when they test their children, they use standardized examinations, exams which many people say are culturally biased against Blacks, but which, nevertheless, reflect the real world these kids live and will have to compete in. What do you want to be?
An astronaut.
For 9-year-old John, the real and future world is symbolized by one of the country's 4 Black astronauts.
Just keep striving, because it'll come to you with effort.
A few weeks ago, when Major Bolden dropped by a science fair near the Kennedy Space Center, John, of course, wanted an autograph.
What's your name?
John.
John?
If John's ambition changes before he makes it to the moon, he might look around and follow the lead of an earthbound politician, a Black man who has become a hero to many because he is talking about running for president.
A Black running for president tests the character of this nation. If you run, you might lose. If you don't run, you're guaranteed to lose. When you're behind, you gotta run. You really got to run.
Jackson's dare to the establishment has awakened a belief in many Blacks that someday, just maybe, any American boy can grow up to be president. Today, many of the statistics for measuring Black progress are bleak. A high teenage birth rate, great number of people still in poverty, many people still illiterate. What is encouraging is that across the country, many Black people, on their own, have begun tackling these problems which threaten the structure of Black families and communities. It's not that they don't think there's still a place for the government to help, but they decided they had better start doing something on their own before the dream was forever deferred. I'm Lem Tucker, CBS News, Washington.
More